Hi, Brian Smith for DoingItLocal.com. With me, Lenny Grimaldi from OnlyInBridgeport.com, and David Pia, who ran for office here a little while ago. And it was actually during the election time, it was impossible not to know David Pia's name. It was around there someplace. You guys know each other.
Very well, covering the race. David was the Republican candidate for state senate, which covers Bridgeport, Trumbull, and Monroe. So, Davis, give us a feel for election day when you found out at Black Rock School they were handing out the wrong ballots.
There's rumors about things happening in Bridgeport, and that's all I'll say on that subject. So when I get there and I'm out campaigning and, you're exhausted. For me, it's been 2 years, a year of really solid campaigning, and, you're excited, the adrenaline's flowing, and you get there to shake some hands, and all of a sudden you have people saying your name's not on the ballot. And you think, oh my God, it's all true. But in fairness, it was, the Democrats' names on the lower side of the ticket also weren't on the ballot. It was just bizarre to go in and try to ask very politely to the moderator what was going on and ultimately get thrown out of the building. And myself and Auden Grogans, who's a Democrat, was running for state senate, and we simply wanted to know what was going on. We were told, call the registrar's office, you're not voting, get out.
Now, during the session tonight, David told us about some personal issues you had with some of the moderators at the voting sites.
Well, that was one, and then we went to Central High School from there, and as many other people said tonight, there was issues with the professionalism of the moderators and the poll workers, and one of the women who was the moderator over at Central High School overheard me telling the story and thought it was really funny. She knew who it was, and then as it ends up, she wasn't much better, because at the end of the night, when they were pulling the tape and it was 10:15, sat down and looked at us and said, when this tape comes out, I'm not reading it to anybody, taping it on the wall, and you're just going to have to go look for yourself. But that was the least of the problems. There was just so many bizarre things going on. Ballots being missing, ballots being stuffed in the sides of boxes, ballots not being counted, not being accounted for, people handing out and suggesting how people vote. There was a lot of crazy.
So was this a matter of people just being over-enthusiastic about doing their jobs, or just plain not doing their jobs at all, then it became personal?
All of the above.
All of the above. All right. Well, this is a chance tonight, I want to say, because we've all had disputes with officials and utility companies. This is a chance to kind of fight back.
Right.
And take care of some of those personal issues that you might have, because I think a lot of these people kind of have the feeling in the back of their minds they don't have to answer to their actions.
Right, and for the city attorney to, under the directive of the Secretary of State, deny her request to have a recount is just bizarre. As I'd said earlier, they had a moderator be woken in bed by a state trooper and ordered out of bed to go down to City Hall to count ballots under the Secretary of State's order. Well, how does the Secretary of State make an order to the city of Bridgeport, you're going to recount these ballots, and have the city attorney, who I have to say is also a state attorney for the state Democrat Party, say, no, we're not going to do that? That doesn't mix too well with the people.
Do you think those questions will be answered after tonight's session?
I certainly hope so.
All right. David Pia, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Nice
Good luck.
Okay.